Hi, so this is Dr. Witten, and this is my first video. So I'm actually going to share this video with several of my classes because this video is about what every human is experiencing right now all across the world, and that is stress. So of course, I want to first say that, it's a scary time we're going through, and I really, care about what everybody's going through right now. And so I want to do what I can to support you guys. And so a lot of this video is going to be a little bit about that. I'm in it with you guys. My sister's being tested right now for the virus. If she has it, probably means, I may have it too. I've definitely been exposed to it through her and my niece. And so, yeah, it's a scary and uncertain time that brings a whole lot of stress. And I know that a lot of you are going through similar experiences right now, in addition to having new financial worries and new academic challenges and all that kind of stuff. So, so hopefully you'll get something out of this lecture. I want to do something with all of my classes that I do in my statistics class already, which is, it's to help build resilience and, find ways of supporting each other. And so what I'd like you to do is take the values and action inventory. So I'm going to put a link in the announcements for that inventory. And what this inventory will do is help you to find your top strengths and virtues. And so on the basis of your top virtue, you are welcome to join a discussion group for other people who share that virtue, and their virtues like temperance, which is not my top virtue, and also wisdom, which has a lot to do with scholarship and that kind of thing, which is actually one of my top virtues, so yay. So you won't be top in all of the virtues, but you will, find out some of your top strengths. And so, I want this to be a source of online support for you for the rest of the semester. More instructions are going to be posted in the announcements. Sorry, I have notes up there. That's why I keep looking up there. It probably looks weird. Okay, more instructions will be posted in the announcements, and though it's totally optional, so you guys really don't have to do this if you feel uncomfortable or you think it's weird or you just don't have time given, everything that's going on. It's totally fine. I will give 2 extra credit points for posting at least 1 supportive discussion post, and 5 extra credit points for doing some of the resilience exercises that I'm going to post as well. Also, of course, please follow the rules of every supportive discussion board, everywhere. No political posts, no rants, nothing negative like that. I will absolutely take down any rants or any kind of negativity. So, and certainly if you are doing something that is, hurtful or offensive to anybody in the class, it'll be taken down. So be mindful of that. I just think that right now it's important to remember that despite all of the uncertainty that we're facing, that you are a person with many strengths and virtues, and I want to encourage you to remember these strengths and virtues as you face, all these new challenges. And so I hope some of you find it helpful. If you don't have to do it, so that's okay. So that is the first part of this video, and so now we're going to talk about stress. We're going to talk about stress now. And so the main thing that we need to realize is that stress is involved in 2 physiological pathways. First, stress activates the autonomic nervous system. So if you're in my physiological psychology class, you know all about the autonomic nervous system. This is a fast-acting pathway that will get you out of the way of saber-toothed tigers. Right? So the other one is the HPA axis. So that stands for the hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal cortex axis. Right, so how does this HPA axis works? Well, first of all, stress activates the hypothalamus over here, right? So the hypothalamus in your brain, and so it induces the anterior pituitary gland, which is at the base of the hypothalamus, to secrete adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. Aren't you glad you don't have to say that word for a test in my class? We love it, right? So adrenocorticotropic hormone is also abbreviated ACTH. So ACTH stimulates the adrenal cortex, which are glands at the top of each kidney, to secrete cortisol, which is another hormone. And what this does is it helps get the body ready, for fight or flight by increasing blood sugar and enhancing metabolism. And at first, guys, this is great. It elevates your resources to escape the danger of that saber-toothed tiger or to get a loved one to the emergency room. But then, in safety, the body can switch to its normal parasympathetic functioning.